Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. Debby is now just a tropical storm, but it's expected to be different from any storm we've ever seen as it heads this way, potentially right over us here in the Lowcountry. It is slowing down, meaning that soaking rains that come with these storms are going to soak us for longer than ever before, possibly through Thursday, with what the Weather Service is calling historic rainfall of between 10 and 20 inches, maybe more, that could cause, again, these are the Weather Service's terms, catastrophic flooding, to go with the tropical storm force winds. We are under a tropical storm warning and a storm surge warning for 2 to 4 feet of storm surge the next couple of days, which at high tides of 10 a.m. and 10:15 p.m. could be problematic. We'll have the highlights of Hilton Head's news conference on storm preparations in a moment, but expect changes in the opening of schools on Wednesday. We will let you know once they decide. You can also find out more at BeaufortSchools.net and, of course, either of the town's websites in Beaufort, Hilton Head, and Bluffton, and also at the county website, BeaufortCountySC.gov. The governor has declared a state of emergency, but no evacuations have been ordered or even recommended. Remember the P's: people, pets, prescriptions, paperwork, personal needs, and priceless items, and have a plan for taking all of them. So how about a little good news? Senator Tim Scott is no longer a bachelor. He and interior designer Mindy Nose were married in a private ceremony in Mount Pleasant over the weekend. The couple had met through mutual friends at church. They then went to Bible study together and also started playing pickleball. Nose brings 3 children to the family. Guests included a handful of other senators and former congressmen. By the way, the couple's first dance was to Johnny Rivers' hit, Sway Into the Music. And most financial experts would probably not recommend this after losing your job, that you should just go out and buy a lottery ticket. But a Lowcountry woman did just that at the Old Pantry on Rebo Road in Beaufort and scratched off a $300,000 top prize in the Gold Rush game. The unidentified woman says she's still in shock. She'd never really won anything before and plans to buy a new house and start her life fresh. It's crazy how things worked out, she told the lottery folks. Indeed it is. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on our screen. At least we were able to get in a lot of sports over the weekend before the rains hit. Justin Jarrett has more.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. It doesn't look like we'll be seeing any sporting events close to home for the next few days, but they're still playing ball out in Bossier City, Louisiana, where the Hilton Head 10 and under All-Stars are off to a great start at the Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. The Island Boyz breezed through their first 3 games in the tournament, blasting the host team 11-1 on Friday, before blanking Madison Heights, Virginia 6-0 on Saturday and jumping out early in a 9-4 victory over Oak Grove, Mississippi on Sunday. Hilton Head was one of 3 unbeaten teams left in the double-elimination bracket going into today's high noon showdown with fellow undefeated Texas. The winner will take on Louisiana in a matchup of the last 2 teams without a blemish later this evening, while the loser will have to face an elimination game this afternoon. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, and the Lowco boys are right where they want to be. Debby is a real downer for area high school football teams who just hit the practice field last week in preparation for the start of the season. All the stars were out at FWDG Furniture in Beaufort for the annual WHHI Media Day, and you can find interviews with coaches and players from around the Lowco on the Lowco Media channel on YouTube, as well as on the Lowco Sports Lowdown. We'll have a new episode streaming live at 9 p.m. tonight, and we'll update you on the Hilton Head All-Stars, plus much more. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
So how's it going to look outside the next few days? Here's the Lowcountry Crawl Spaces weather update with Maria Soden.
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, as we all know, Tropical Storm Debby is headed our way, and the major concern from the storm is going to be flooding, as we're supposed to see 20+ inches of rain and then a storm surge afterwards. So some ways you can prepare yourself and your household. First off, making sure your emergency kit is up to date. Grab any supplies you may need, water, non-perishable foods, medicines, anything for your pets. Also, some ways you can prepare your household. Make sure you're taking down any decorations, umbrellas, anything that could go flying and cause damage. Finally, if you would like a full list on things you should be grabbing to prepare yourself, you can go to hiltonheadislandsc.gov/ready, or you can download the My HHI app for any updates from the town. And finally, once the storm does hit, the town has asked that if you can stay home to please do so. It will not be safe to be driving. The roads are most likely going to be flooded. So again, if you can stay home, please do so. Everybody stay safe, and that's it for your Low Country Crawl Spaces weather. Let's hit it back to the desk.
Coming up, the latest from the town of Hilton Head on preparations for Tropical Storm Debby. Stay with us.